Now we are looking at problems related to our current topic, that is mensuration, and we'll go one by one. So first is find the perimeter of the rectangle and the perimeter of the rectangle whose length and breadth are 25 meter and 15 meter. So the given the now the solution. What they have asked, find the perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter of the rectangle whose length and breadth that is given are 25 meter and 15 meters. So length is equals to 25 meter and breadth equals to 15 meter. So we have learned the perimeter. It has the formula. So what is the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle? Perimeter of rectangle. What's it? The formula 2 into length plus breadth. That's the formula of the perimeter of the rectangle. So this becomes 2 into 25, length is 25 meters, breadth is 15 meters. So 2 into 25 plus 15. So that becomes 2 into 40, which is 80 meters. Next is find sides of the square whose perimeter is 100 centimeter. So find the sides of the square. So actually we need to find length of the sides of the square, and given is perimeter is 100 centimeter. So we'll go solution for step by step. So given perimeter is equals to 100 centimeter. So what is the formula for, and it is a shape is square. So what is the formula for perimeter of a square? We'll see. Perimeter of square equals to four into side of a square, single side of a square. As why it is? Because length of the sides of the square are equal. So when we need to, and here we have given, we have to calculate sides of the square. So if we get one length of the one side, we'll get length of the all of the sides. So first thing what we need to find is sides of the square, means length of the sides of the square, that we need to find out. So we can, based on this perimeter formula, we can find out side of the square, and its formula can be used as side of a square equals to perimeter of square divided by 4. That 4 is here into, it goes here and it becomes division, what you say, divisor. So let's say side of the square is S and perimeter of the square given is 100, and we have to divide by 4. So we get 25 as the output, and its unit is centimeter, 25 centimeter. Now the next, this is more interesting. So what is given is Pinky runs around a square field of side 75 meters. Then Raju runs around rectangular field with length of 160 meters and breadth of 105 meters. So asked is, who covers more distance by how much? Who covers most distance and by how much? That's asked. So to get a solution, the given things are given in regular wordings. We need to modify them into mathematical forms, and based on that we can formulate, we get the formulas, and based on that we do the calculations. So we'll see what has given, and we cut out that part from these sentences. So first, a person name is given like Pinky runs around square field. This square field is our thing. Square field of side 75 meters. So square, property of a square is all sides are equal. So as they have given 75 meters, there must be all sides of the square will be of 75 meters only. That's the reading between the line. So we just need side of this currently. Then Raju, the second person, runs around. This says around. So runs around a rectangular field. So, and it's what given is that field's dimensions around dimensions. So its field length is 160 meters and breadth is 105 meters. So that's the length and breadth of that square, rectangular square, and rectangular field. And in a rectangle, two sides are equal. So length will be, means four sides are there, two lengths and two breadths. So they have given us the length and means dimensions, lengths of all sides. So this has they have given. Now the thing is around. Next clue means what they have asked, who covers more distance by how much. So we have given this and asked to find out this, but there is something missing. They have said runs around. This word is important. Let's say I have this shaped field and I started from point S and taken a cord with me or a wire with me. So I move along this shape or around this shape, not going in between, around this shape, and comes back from where I started. After that, I just measure that wire with me or its length, means I have taken a wire and gets started unfolding, got the bundle of the wire and started unfolding that till I reach to the starting point, and then cut that wire from that bundle. So I get some certain long wire, and that long is represented by the length of that wire, and that length represents distance covered by moving along or around this shape, is equals to distance around, distance moved, we say moved around this shape, and distance around. So why you are saying distance around and around like that? So as we have given these values, we need some formula to get to the other values. So distance around means they are pointing towards a something known as perimeter. So, and we have the formula for the perimeter. So that around is representing, in the mathematical term, they have moved along the perimeter. So the word, normal day-to-day language word, is representing this concept in mathematics, perimeter, and based on that we will get the formula, and when we fill the values we'll get the result. So we have given the shapes and the mathematical terms, so we'll move around now. So first shape is that Pinky square field, Raju rectangular field. So perimeter of square field and perimeter of rectangular field, and perimeter of square shape or field is, what's the formula? Perimeter of square is 4 into length of a side, and perimeter of rectangle is 2 into, that's the formula, length plus breadth. So length of a side here is given, that is given, Pinky runs a square field of a side 75 meters, means length of a square, length of a side is 75 meters, hence 4 into 75, and here given length 160, breadth 160 of rectangular shape, that is perimeter of rectangle equals to, given 2 into length is 160 and breadth is 105. So what we get, 4 into 75 comes to 300, and its unit is meters, and 2 into 60 plus 2 comes to 2 into 265. So I need to cross check this. 2625 by 2, Maths teacher is cross checking by calculator. Correct. So perimeter of a rectangle is 530, and its value will be in meters. So our answer will be now this perimeter of square represented by that Pinky, and this represented by that Raju. So what they have asked, who covers most distance by how much? So as we can see, by observing we can see Raju covered more distance by 530. So to get by, we need to minus out distance covered by Pinky. So 530 minus 300, what gives? 230. Am I right? Yes. So 230. So Raju covered more distance by 230 meters. So that's how we extract out the mathematical terms from the general language problem. That is more important.